Hey, Victoria.
Hey, 20.
I love the way you look at me. L is for the way you look at me.
O is...
Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my, I see.
Really? Is that what he says? K is for what?
K is...
Nah, he doesn't know the song.
Yeah, I tell you what, but I can sing it. I don't have to know it to sing it.
No, you don't have to know the words. You make it up as you go along.
That's right.
I used to as well. I
That's
do
right.
admit that.
I tell you
So
what.
welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun for You. Only 5 minutes late today. On the 5th of July.
Are we really 5 minutes late?
Well, it says 10:05 now. It was probably 10:04.
Well, it's always 4 minutes late in Victoria Land.
Oh, don't.
Hey, I told them at the pool the other day. I was talking
Yes.
with Stewie, right?
We should have shut the curtains, but that's fine.
That's
Yes.
fine. And so I told Stu, I says, you know, my wife used to have this JOB thing, and she worked 6 minutes away from the house, and she'd leave 10 minutes after. And in her world, she got there on time. I don't know how
I'd
she
always
does
work
this.
late, though, didn't I? Then
you
I
always-
felt like,
you always
I've
did
been
something.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah, let's build guilt into all of our patterns. shall
Well, I
we?
used to.
And I can feel guilty. I can make you feel guilty. Oh, you don't have free will, so of course I can make you feel guilty.
Oh, is that
Anyway,
what it's all about? now,
that's
is
right.
it,
It's
on
all
the
about
Facebooks?
it's all about feeling the guilty.
Yes.
I like feeling the fluffy.
Haven't got a fluffy on.
Doesn't
this time.
matter. I'm
This
feeling-
I wore this. So if the people look at the little vid that you did of Anamoto, I don't know.
Oh, years
how-
ago. Yeah, our little
like when we
adventures.
first
yeah.
met.
Right. You wore
And
that.
I wore this.
Yeah.
With, I think, this cap.
Oh, see, I wore this.
Well, and yeah, so it reminds me of the days when we used to go camping. And
That's right.
what was that bay? Honeymoon Bay.
Honeymoon Bay.
Oh,
That's right.
it was just gorgeous.
I tell you what, Australia's really nice because you go through the store and you meet people and they go, thanks, love. And I just love that. And then when you're all done, you take what they call a shopping cart to this place called Trolley Bay. And I go, oh, I just love Trolley Bay. Or I just go to Trolley Bay and I just put my thing there. And then there's what's called Traffic Island. Like when people are crossing the street, there's a
So
little
you think
island in the
it's
middle.
like-
It's like Traffic Island. It's like, I love Australia, right? So not only do I get her
Yeah, we do have
and
cute
home,
little words for
but
things.
it's like, I navigated my way past
But
Traffic
do you remember?
Island.
So when we went to Honeymoon Bay, because you'll get it. But we borrowed my brother's car because
Oh, yeah,
my
totally.
car I didn't think would make it, or I wouldn't take enough stuff, something like that.
Yeah, well,
because
his
we were
car
going camping.
His car was available.
Well,
That's what it came down to, really.
was available.
Yeah, it was there. They weren't using it, so we took it.
Yeah, but no, we didn't just take it. I asked. But anyway, so we truck. Australia's a bit different. It's probably a bit like America, except that the Americans don't do it.
It's like West Virginia.
Is it? Because we will travel 3,000
Yeah,
kilometres.
to set up a tent.
That's fine. We're going to Queensland. It'll be fun.
Hey, I want a puppy. Right?
I used to
How
love
far away
driving
can
then.
I go?
I love driving. And so we trekked off from Melbourne and went up to Honeymoon Bay.
Honeymoon Bay.
But because I'm in my borrowed brother's car, and we're driving into this Honeymoon Bay,
Honeymoon Bay.
which is like, it's not even a dirt track. It's like a cliff face or something. And the middle of the road, because it's been flooded, like, has been gouged out with water running down the road. So there's like this massive tump in the middle.
Are you all eagerly awaiting for the show?
And so I'm trying to navigate through. It's all right, babe. We'll be all right.
I got out of the car so there was less weight.
Well, I ended up having to get him to do that because it was like we got to one point where
6 inches to the left.
no matter whether I go left or right or straight down the middle, we're going to bottom out the car. So I got him to get out, and I'm trying to drive through like this. And
4 inches to the right.
we did hear a underneath.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't confess that to my brother. Sorry,
That was
Clinton.
all right.
Yeah, it was fine. So, yes, that was our adventures.
Well, it was really cool, right? So you could imagine the pressure we were under. A new couple exploring the universe and each other together, right? We even made recordings. The second Candid series came
We
in 2011,
did actually,
came during
yes.
that trip, right?
Probably
we're going
best.
to re-release that.
Really?
Yeah, it's good shit.
Was it?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, good shit. And
But what was funny, sorry, I just want to say, so that holidays was your first camping trip with the Victoria, put it that way.
Truly.
And the main things I packed, other than a tent, was a spade and
toilet
lots of
paper.
toilet rolls.
That's
because
right.
I knew you're not going to get a public toilet.
Yeah.
So we had to go and dig a hole secretly and be really good for the bush. But I couldn't believe it. The guy next to us, remember? I don't mean to hit it. He had a lawnmower
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was cutting grass in the middle of the bush.
around his tent. Now, I do know we get snakes. We get a lot of venomous snakes here. I know that. And you just got to be careful. And I'm thinking now that maybe he bought it because he had young kids, and so he's just every few days he's mowing this like massive little area around his tent.
Oh, yeah. Smart guy.
And it's probably also declaring this is my
mine.
spot.
That's right.
So yeah, it was
Maybe I'll share a bit
interesting.
from our first holidays too later.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
right, we are not doing Dream Driven Day this time. We're doing something different. But if you go to dreamdrivenday.com, you can give a peek and possibly join us in the Destiny Project.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
is that what it's called now?
Yeah, the Destiny
The
Project.
Destiny Project.
Yeah. 4 group calls, private Facebook group, totally different pace and material. And because I just can't bring myself to do Dream Driven Day. But I've got this other stuff on my mind.
Cool.
So join the Destiny Project, something totally new, fun, and exciting at
Well, that's
dreamdrivenday.com.
sounding a little bit like Lost. Whatever that. I don't know. You know, what was it called? It wasn't
I have
something
no idea
project.
what you're not talking about.
The
Darmaville.
series. Darmaville.
I love
It's sounding
Darmaville.
like a
Right.
bit like
Well, I've got some stories about
the
that.
Destiny Project.
All right, the
Yes.
Destiny Project at Dream Driven Day.
But it won't be like Darmaville.
And it's not Dream Driven Day.
I wasn't into that.
All right. So
Okay,
Victoria.
so that's that.
All
All right.
So, shall we dive in?
We shall. So
Today's show, the subtopic is Be Angry But Sin Not.
for all of your manifesting questions answered live,
Yeah.
the topic is be angry but sin not.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So the first question today is from Rizz, the 2 attitudes.
That's right. That's what I called it.
Okay. And Rizz asks, we have an attitude of Abdullah. Now, let's talk about the attitude of SRK.
So SRK is a go check out Rizz's post in the group, right? You know, movie star, TV star, something like that. Somebody with some attitude, right?
Okay.
And one of the things that I love about attitude is single-mindedness. So we're titling this little segment "The 2 Attitudes." Okay. Now, one thing that I've noticed is double-mindedness sucks the life out of everything. Right? When you know you're not going to eat meat, and you look at every meat thing on the menu, and then go, yeah, I'm not going to eat that. Or
Where's
you.
the carrots?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like it just sucks the life out of everything. It's endless comparison, right? On the other hand, I've decided to be a happy, loving mentor. I'll call it that today. Right? That's what I do. I could do 1,000 different things with my skill set, but I've got one thing that I do, and I'm recognized for it. Even there was a fellow at the pool, I was sharing this somewhere, and he even said, "Tony, you'd be a great mentor." He goes, "You are a great mentor," because he's just eavesdropping on me talking to the youngins. The youngins come for me for entertainment. or
Sometimes
suggestions,
advice.
sometimes advice, right? But
Entertainment.
so the one attitude that I'm going to talk about is single-mindedness. The other one is one cause. Abdullah got that there was one cause, and and with single-mindedness, when Neville was all happy about happy, joy, 3rd class, Ab went no, because Ab understood the one cause, and he was refusing everything else. So you've got this right of refusal. So the 2 attitudes, number 1, the one cause. Now SRK may or may not know that, but it doesn't matter whether or not somebody knows about the one cause, because whenever they are single-minded, that's what they get. In other words, if I want toast, I'm not getting an English muffin. If they bring an English muffin, I refuse that. right?
So it's like Neville's clams.
It's like Neville's clams.
I ordered clams.
Right?
Yeah, got you.
So the attitude of Abdullah takes us back to the pearl of great price. The attitude of SRK, again, I don't know what he believes or not, but he definitely believes himself to be what he is, a massive star. Unbelievable. Anyway. Like 19 people on the planet now have that number, including Brett the Amazing Plumber, but more on that later.
They might not even hear it.
Yeah, well, I hear it.
Well, I know.
That's right. I'm getting angry.
Okay, so we've got the two attitudes, the attitudes of Abdullah.
And the attitude of it. So the attitude of Abdullah brings us always back to the pearl of great price in being single-minded. SRK has a single-minded attitude. And you'll notice I can get upset that the phone rang. I can even blame her. Right? Why would I?
I don't know, because it's your phone.
Because we're married, right? That's why. When you're married, that's what you do. You blame the other person for your shit. Right?
Yes.
Somebody hashtag that.
Blame someone for your shit.
No, when you're married.
Oh, sorry.
We're married.
The hashtag is what?
Hashtag, when you're married, you blame someone else for your shit.
That's a really long hashtag. I'm probably not typing that one in.
Maybe we'll come up with one. But
okay.
We're married, so I blame her for my shit. That's why you get married. Anyway, SP, shitty person.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So, be angry but sin not.
Okay, so
By the way, watch how this all comes together. This is so good.
Because what was it all about? I don't... it's all...
Be angry but sin not.
Be angry but sin not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you wouldn't believe... By the way, being angry, right, I drive the car, and somebody tries to kill me today. Right? And then somebody else walks out in front of me. It's like, hello, I know that you feel entitled and that you have the right of way, right? But you don't walk out in front of traffic while checking your phone.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So being angry, right? It shows up. And do I sin not? My intention, my outcome, my actual ending is to have survived and thrived on a shopping trip. So I've already imagined that. So they don't take me out to survive and thrive my shopping trip. Right? I've already imagined that. I hit the brakes, right? Give them what I give them. Imagine lovingly, and it's like be good idea. I imagine them waking up so that asleep drivers don't run them over.
Yeah.
But I seem to digress. All right.
Excellent, Rizz. So thank you for that. And now we've got a second question from Rizz. The single-minded state. So we had the two attitudes, and now we've got the single-minded state.
Yes.
That you've called it.
Yes.
And Rizz asks, how to be single-minded about our desire.
All right. Crass commercial, join Remarkalbe.com. Second crass commercial, we did something called Magic to the Max. It was a live call, get those. So here's what happens. People run into something called comparison, and they use it as a weapon against themselves. Right? Great example. So when people, you can go judgmental, which means you're going to go very mental and be judging, or you can, calibrate. And calibration is celebration. And here's what I mean by that really, really quick. Right? So I'm driving, right? And there's a truck and a car and the idiot, right? We'll just call him an idiot, right? Just for fun.
Yes.
Good morning, Stephanie. And, right, I'm single-minded about my desire. Right, and here's part of what I mean by that. I don't get lost in comparison of America in the 1980s to Australia 2024. About how people are, about how traffic laws are. I don't get stuck in all kind of thinking about, I don't judge them. Right, I do get upset, but I don't judge them. But I do this thing called calibration. I calibrate my driving. I tap the brakes and stop the car. Right, now the same thing. Now I could claim to be. I could judge myself a safe driver, right? I could assert that I am a safe driver and drive down the road, right? But if I'm not calibrating while I drive, in other words, adjusting to the traffic, the speed of the traffic, the people trying to kill me in the roundabouts,
yes,
right? Which car I'm in, So these constant little adjustings are just fun, right? They're celebrations. I didn't run them over.
And if you don't do that, you might. Is that what you're saying?
If I'm not calibrating, I'm a safe driver, and that's an asshole. Right? Yes. Obviously, it's their fault that I ran them over. I should marry them.
Well, it's too late.
Well, it doesn't matter, right? So,
yes.
But this is where people get lost. So the single-minded thing, I don't compare what it's like to be a happy and loving teacher or mentor to world-famous NLP, whatever. right? Been there, done that, had some fun. But if I compared what I did then to what I do now, or what else is possible compared to what I actually desire, that gets you all mental and lost. On the other hand, I've decided this is what I do. This is how I am, who I am in the world. Right? And so here we are. We'll dive more into this, but the single-minded state requires absolute surrender, which has you walk away from endless comparisons and conversations that suck. So give that thing a peek. Magic to the Max at NevilleGoddardStore.com.
Cool.
And join Remarkalbe.com. What the hell? It's
Excellent.
one word. All right.
Thank you, Rizz, for your 2 questions. The next question is from Dream Driven Day Riri. How do I occupy state, which I don't even know how it feels? And Riri asks, how do I occupy state, which I don't even know how it feels? I can name it stylist, but I think I want to be on top in the fashion industry as a stylist. I'm not sure. But yes, fashion and paid. I don't know how both feels like together.
All right. So it's that whole thing of making. What's shaking? Nice to see you.
Hello, Macon.
Coral, welcome to the show. So, years ago I was American, right?
American.
I was American.
Yes.
And I was proud to be an American. There's a song, all that stuff. Now I'm an Australian. Now, what's it like? I was never an Australian before. I was always an American. So how do I experience being an Australian?
Well,
when I was
being
an
a citizen. Because you used to be a citizen of America, and now you're a citizen.
Yeah, but
wouldn't that be a keyword? No.
I never gave it a thought.
Oh, all right.
I was born there.
Yeah.
So it's like radio. So I'm choosing something different. Right? So this is why Neville Goddard taught how to feel at real.com. Right? You experience what implies your wish is fulfilled. I don't know what it's like to feel like as an Australian.
Aussie going to Honeymoon Bay
Right? Yeah.
with a spade and toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, the early listeners will understand.
I'll tell you what I feel like. Right? I don't like voting. I think it's stupid. Right? Poly as in many, ticks as in diseased bloodsuckers. I'm wasting my time to stand in line to put people in office that I know are liars. I know they're liars because there's not one of them in a box of honest eggs. Right? So this is my world.
Yes.
And so when I'm imagining being a citizen, one of my primary experiences is I have to vote again. You can see how happy I am.
Yeah, not impressed.
I'm being angry, but I'm sinning not. Because it's not about emotions, it's about moods. All right? We're going to do a live call on this too. All right? Because if it's emotionalism, you have to do a Tony Robbins pep rally every day to get out of bed. And you have to protect your emotions. You have to play positive music. Rah, rah, ree, ree, all that stuff. Actually, sorry, I didn't mean to do that with your name. That was dumb, wasn't it? That was just me being an asshole without knowing I was
They
being
might
an
not have
asshole.
realised. I shouldn't
anyway.
have said anything. Yeah.
And another be one. What? See, Victoria implies y'all are dumb.
No!
Oh, they wouldn't have noticed, right?
No. He could have just slipped through the radar.
I'll tell you what,
Maybe.
you might as well be married to them.
Sorry. Okay.
Anyway, this whole thing. Where the hell was I going with all that?
Because
The mood. Right, so I can be angry, but sin not. Victoria will find what I was talking about, right? So I'm angry that I have to vote.
yes.
Right, so I've applied to vote from home, and they let me. That's nice, right? It's like, you know what? I'm not doing that, right? I'm a celebrity, right?
Celebrity.
People will mob me if I go vote. They'll keep my pencil, right? So it's like I'll just vote from home, right? So you can. It's not the emotion. I can be angry about having to vote, right? I can be angry about having to take out optional health care insurance, even though we have socialized medicine. Right, so we have socialized medicine, we pay a tax for that, but we would have to pay double the tax based on our income if I didn't actually take out private insurance as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, radio, right? I mean, I spend like $200 a month on bullshit insurance that I'll never use, but it saves me more than $200, right? So then the accountant says, well, that's what you got to do. All right, what about this myth of socialized medicine? So I'm not thrilled with any of that, but I love being an Australian, right? So what implies that I'm an Australian? With my background, that. Now, here's the cool thing. So you want to be on the top of the fashion industry and all that stuff.
And paid.
And paid. Sounds like you're really in your head. What if you just made great money while doing what you love? All right. So you'd probably go to bed at night, satisfied with what you did, looking forward to doing it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? Which is really swell. This whole thing of accomplished and satisfied, this little tiny distinction right there, and having it be, what's the imaginal experience that I can hang it all on? Voting. The other one that I can put it on, pretty quick and easy, is at the poll. They always talk about Trump and Biden. Not everyone, just a few of the assholes. Right?
Not all of the assholes.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, I feel like I'm married when I go to the pool. Right?
What? Not nice.
I know. I'm just having fun of being stupid, right? But I go to the pool, and it's like radio. And I just tell them, look, I don't have a circus in that monkey, and I don't have a race in that horse. Right? It's just not my thing. Right? I can tell you if I was there who I would have voted for and when and why. But at the end of the day, it's all entertainment for me. They're also, many diseased bloodsuckers as far as I'm concerned. So being an Australian, I can have that way about American politics. Right? So you experience what implies your wish is fulfilled. And it's sort of like the whole thing of being married. If you're always single and trying to imagine what's it like to feel married, well, what would you lack if you were married? You probably wouldn't be swiping left all the time or right all the time or whatever people do, or hanging out at singles bars going, yo, yo, yo. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll continue to answer this as we keep going.
Yeah.
But, by the way, when I name things, it's just, I'm just taking a few qualities. So you could call it blech, right? And it doesn't really matter. What I like to name things because it gives me a place to hang it. But
so hang on, I don't get what you mean by that. So when you name things, like you mean like
I could
for
call
Riri, paid fashion stylist.
I can name it stylist. She can call it donut.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're calling
but it's the qualities you're bringing to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, got you.
So you get to bring what are the qualities that would. See my qualities? I could give a shit about American politics. I didn't then. I really don't now. I actually give a shit that I got to pay extra money for health care insurance, right? And taxes on cigars and all this other bullshit. And it's like, whatever, right? I can be angry, but sin not. So,
cool.
All right. Let us continue.
Excellent.
Penny says there's volume issues at your end and it's ramped up. The replay will have higher volume because we always amp it up, but don't know. So can't get it any closer.
Thank you, and thank you, Riri, for your question.
Oh, right. Coral says volume is good. Volume is good. All right, I'll say this just for Coral. Good. I love words like good.
Okay.
You ever notice good in mood or good in mood? Right? Or like daughter and laughter. Like my daughter gave me a lot of laughter. But daughter and laughter are spelled the same but sound different, like good in mood. Like good mood.
Good mood.
Yeah, good mood. Or good mood. Good mood.
Okay.
Anyway.
The next question.
I had double the coffee this morning.
Can you tell?
Can you tell? I was in that kind of mood.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I'm eagerly awaiting the next question.
Okay, so the next question is from Remarkalbe Laurie B.
I'll mention that.
And you're waiting, question mark.
I'm eagerly awaiting the next question.
And Laurie B asks, there is a teaching 20 did about waiting, or maybe it was part of another teaching. Was it MM? He gives so much I could have picked that up anywhere. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was it?
Hey, by the way, first of all, thanks for acknowledging that, right? See, sometimes I go, listen, fuckstick. This is not the DDD Laurie B, but it's like when people go, well, all you want is money, right? It's like, radio. I've got 3,500 free episodes of the podcast. They're 10 minutes each.
Yeah.
You do the math. Right?
All the Feel It Real Fun shows.
Feel It Real Fun shows.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing back to you. Even though you don't like me, right? I'm still writing back to you. Right? I've not run you over. I am angry but sinning not. Right?
I really think actually the packages that you recommend it's the short-circuited way, like the real quick and easy grab this. Do you know what I mean? Because it's actually addressing everything you're asking about.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and don't you want that speed in your life instead of I'll find it?
A lot of people would rather be right than have speed. They don't like money. Right? They don't like being told what to think. 'Cause I don't tell you what to think. I need to dance. But it really is. It's a fascinating thing, isn't it? But I eagerly await Lori B's question, Victoria.
That was it. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Does anybody know what I'm talking
Which
about?
package? Where was the waiting?
Yeah. So I can wait. Right? Now here's what happens, right? So you are making me wait. I've done that. All right? It's not pretty. Right? It's another version of, Victoria, you made me mad. Right? Something you did or didn't do at the right time or the wrong time.
These are the inner arguments that we were talking about before.
Yeah. We all have those.
Yes.
Right? But this whole thing of you made me mad.
Some people have them more than others.
Is very different. Can you tell we're married?
Yes. Keep going, sorry.
So what's really cool is whenever you can go, I'm upset. All right, now you get to notice, what am I imagining? Right? I'm imagining more people would be on the show if Victoria got here at time. Right? Yeah, I can make up all kind of shit.
Yep.
Right? Versus I eagerly await. I'm eagerly awaiting the show. That has me anticipating the show. Has me anticipating her in a lovely way. But it's this whole thing of like, I've got the right. So in Australia, we have marked crosswalks, and these things have the right of way.
Yeah.
Right? And so I got it. That's a good thing. Right? Get them across. Get them out rawhide. Right? Yeah. But we also have unmarked areas where you can cross the street where they don't have the right of way. But what they'll do is, they get in the habit of looking the other way.
And just stepping out.
So if the car's over
or looking
here,
at their phone.
They look someplace else at their phone and strut, right? It's like radio. And then it gets worse because I go to the pool and I'm just bebop-a-doo-bop talking to her through the glasses. And then you got this daddy just walking with little Jimmy out in front, and he goes, they'll stop.
Yeah, or mummy pushing the pram.
Yeah, mummy pushing the pram.
Out
right,
into the traffic.
Yeah, it's like radio, right? Like,
crazy?
Yeah, you don't like that kid?
Yeah.
Right, really? So we've got this entitlement thing going on, right? I'm entitled to results, and I feel like I'm waiting. I'm entitled to cross the street, so I'll strut out there, right? It's this weird thing with assertions. This is not a simple answer. This is a lovely exploration. Awaiting has me, like today, I walk out of Kohl's, and there's a guy, he's going to turn and drive in front of me, and he waits for me to cross. Well, I'm slow and he's fast. So I just motion to him.
Wave him through.
And he gives me a massive wave and a big smile.
Nice.
I didn't have the right of way. I could have walked like everyone else does right out in front of him. Right? But it's like, you know what? Yeah, the guy just wants to go home. Right? Good on you, pal. Go home. Right? Have a great day. And I'm constantly, when I use the crosswalks, I always wave at people, so on and so forth. I appreciate them awaiting for me. And it changes the experience because I'm owning something. So when I own, I'm eagerly awaiting my betrothed to join me on this show. It's not positive spinning it. It's an honest-to-God difference between waiting, and because if I'm doing waiting, she has to go coming.
Yes.
Which means she's waiting to be done with her hair or her hat or whatever. And then waiting becomes your lifestyle versus awaiting, right? My dog's waiting for me to beat on his face, so I'll just grab it while I talk and do the show, right? So, I think that's pretty good. Awaiting.
So was there a product as well that you remember that was in?
I tell you what. Let's do a crass commercial. The procrastination pack, right? Now, we've raised the prices on a few things, right? And the fellow says, hey, wasn't the price like less before? And I said, yeah.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, no, it's one of those things. I think he wanted the procrastination pack, or he got that and he wanted the other one, because the two walk in hand with the attitude of Abdullah and the procrastination pack. So I said, yeah, we raised the prices on a few things. They were on special before. Right? Now, for me, it's ironic when somebody doesn't get the procrastination pack and the price goes up, and they notice the price went up because they didn't get it. It's like radio, right?
That is funny.
Like radio, and
Yes.
Buckle up, buckwheat. Right? That's what makes it fun, when you realize my patterns are costing me. Okay, it's that whole thing of like, you know what? Being happily... I saw a thing on Facebook. I don't agree with it. But it says, being happily married is hard work. Getting divorced is hard work. Choose your hard work. Wow.
Choose your hard work.
Right. And I get it. You know, like being rich, hard work. Right? Making good money, hard work. Being poor, hard work. Pick your hard work. There you go. Right.
Yep.
Right. I wouldn't want to be married to them. Right. But I digress. All right.
Cool.
Yeah. I eagerly await.
Excellent. So that was for Remarkalbe Laurie B. Thank you very much for your question. And thanks, Coral, for the reminder. I didn't think about it.
Yeah, it is
that,
the
of course,
4th of
it's the 4th of July, so that's
right.
where a lot of people are out
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
experiencing maybe fireworks or something.
That's right.
Is that what you do? Pumpkin pie? I
Oh,
don't
you
know,
got to
something.
shoot loaded guns up in the air and shit.
Pumpkin pie? And that's not 4th of July. That's not.
That's more like Christmas.
All right.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 4th
That's
of
when
July
it
is
is.
like more of a meat feast. I can,
A meat
I can
feast.
dig that.
Cool.
Right.
Excellent.
Oh, my God.
And the last question today is from the remarkable Lisa and LaRock. Independence or dance?
Hoo-ha.
And Lisa asks, hello, 20 in Victoria. I've noticed my capacity to manifest my desires is calibrated by my freedom to love. Independence asserts what I believe is rightfully mine. To declare a piece of music to be my favourite differs from the music beckoning me to dance. For the love of the melody, I move. Dance is natural, inviting others to join in love. My desire is moved, inviting all to join in its fulfilment. Please share your thoughts on independence and dance.
Wow.
So hang on, I don't get this. So to declare a piece of music to be my favourite differs from the music beckoning me to dance. Oh, yes, it does. Because I thought I'd start to learn how to shuffle dance. And
Oh, yeah, well, you
I
can
wouldn't
imagine
declare. I certainly wouldn't declare it's my favourite music, but it did beckon me to try to dance. But yeah, and I don't think I'll bother actually. It's a bit hard. But yes, what else is in here for the? Okay, you go for it, babe, while I think about
sounds
this.
to me like you're trying to figure out the lyrics when you could be listening to the music of the question. So,
Be angry but sin not. No, yes.
so I sort of start big chunk. People put up posts and I'll ask questions. What's your desire here? There's a big chunk desire that's very personal. Happy, loving husband. If we chunk down too far too fast, it's about her doing what I want her to do when I want her to do it, because I don't want to be waiting. In other words, now we're married and she's wrong. She's the source of my problems. Got it? So, on the other hand, Big Chunk, happy, loving husband, gets to explore and experience her. Early, late, doesn't matter. I eagerly await the next breath, the next kiss, the next confusion.
Right here and now. Yes.
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 So eagerly awaiting this allows us to dance. Right? So in other words, a beckoning is happening. There's a melody spontaneously generating itself. So I'm trying to play some Tone Loc this morning, right? And because I'm in the mood for Tone Loc, right? And it's playing all the wrong music, no matter what I tell it to do. It's like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. So eventually, I made it to Aerosmith, right?
A bit different. Well,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, slight difference, right? But I'm just having fun. You know, I'm shopping. There's an innerness happening, a dance that's coming out of me, and I'm free to do that. Now, being free from, I want to be free from the limitations of being single. Is very different than experiencing the freedom we can share being married. So I joke about vegetables and spices and stuff trying to kill me. Right? Right now I'm a fleshitarian. I'm eating flesh. Very little spice. Right? No vegetables. I'm just having a lot of fun. I'm eating what I'm drawn to. Right? There are people that are carnivores, which you notice I call myself a fleshitarian because I own the domain name. But I'm a fleshitarian. And some of these carnivore people are really nuts about plants trying to kill you. And they may or may not be. But I know vegetarians that are exactly the same. Right? Eating meat is whatever. They've got all sorts of spiritual and scientific problems with it. And so they get really lost in the minutia. So they're mad. I actually get people that send me emails and shit because they're mad because I'm enjoying my meat. It's like, you want to eat a carrot? I don't care. Right? Enjoy it. I'm happy you're happy. Right? In other words, I'm willing to be married to them in a lovely way. I'm willing to allow them to experience their marriage. They love a carrot, that's cool. Right? I'll take a sausage any day of the week if it's a good sausage without vegetables in it. Right?
And no oats and rice.
Yeah, no rice and shit. But there's really something to just letting it be about you. Instead of being free from the tyranny of the mother country, I'll make this really personal. So, July the 4th, the Independence Day, right? We're declaring our independence from the other country, right? I didn't become an Australian citizen to become free from America. I chose to become chose to become an Australian citizen to be an Australian citizen. This is my chosen land. This is my chosen state. This is my beloved. Wow. Right? I've chosen to be with her. Why not choose to put good chemicals in her and me? So I chose to be an Australian. It's not free from. It's the freedom of. So I'm free to explore life as an Australian, even if there's some grumpy bits with the politicans. Right? I get to explore and experience life with her, this happy, loving husband. If it was anti-single, very different.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-eat vegetables. I'm just pro what I feel is yummy for me. So I dance with meat, right? We did a show with that. I actually got some hate mail over that one. Dances with meat? Sorry, it's what I do. I enjoy it. Right? Dances with carrots, if that's you, enjoy that. But there's a beckoning here. My beckoning has me doing what I'm doing. Dancing my dance. If you like what we're doing and dancing with us, Crass commercial, join Remarkalbe.com. Right, that's the ongoing emergent. One call once a month. If you want to play with something that's totally, totally new, another Crass commercial, go to DreamDrivenDay.com. Not for Dream Driven Day, but for this new thing that we've got going on called the Destiny Project.
Yes. Cool.
So what do you got, Victoria? You got some stuff?
Yeah, I really like that. Now I've read the question or some of it a couple of times. I really get how I'm independent or I want to be independent. How it is just so assertive. It really is. Whereas just dance, it's like to dance with life, really, with all of life rather than because independence, like be independent, there's so much separateness in that. I'm separate from everything.
Absolutely.
I'm independent. It's just like, oh, God.
So we have a business. We've got a company that owns a trust or a trust that owns a company. I never get this part right. And we did that because when we formed it, I was an American, right, who was a permanent resident in Australia. She's an Australian who lives in Australia. And we're forming a company, right? And I've got 2 financial years to deal with. And we've got a flexible income. In other words, some months we make a lot of money, some months we make some money, right? So it's unpredictable. Now, the benefits of having a trust that owns a company or a company owns a trust in Australia is how you pay yourself is very flexible. So we don't have a payroll, right? No. What we have is at the end of the year, Graham goes, you made this money.
Split up dividends.
You made this many's. She gets half the dividends, you get half the dividends.
Yep.
I'm like, all right. And he says, what's really cool, in the event that it's more advantageous for her to get some dividends more than your dividends, and it's like, I don't care. Now, here's what happens. That's all the paperwork. That's all the assertions about the money. Right? The declarations about the money, I spend money and she spends money. Together we make money. But there's never, well, that's my money, that's your money, my money, and your money, and your money, and my money, and good.
Yeah.
God. I know couples that go to the shits over that. And it's like, radio. We just have this thing called money. Money is speed. And when we have speed, we get to go, I'm upset. Not with you. It's just that I'm upset. Right? Or I'm happy. Right? I'm happy because of you. Yeah, because you did something right. Versus I can be happy and be the blessing with you. In other words, there's a happy song to be sung. You got anything else, Victoria, in case I grabbed your stick?
No, but can you weave into this last question of Lisa's? I don't know if you need to say it again, but the be angry and sin not.
Yes. So being angry, right, she can do something and I can be upset because she's not doing it the way I would do it. We actually had a share about this week, right? But this is important with every relationship you have. Right? Because if she does something differently than I do it, and I do something differently than she does it, right? That's not how I do it. Right? If I make her wrong over it, if it's like, you know what, I would be happy if you fucking did it my way. Right? I mean, does she crunch or fold? Right? Which I don't care. Right? I don't care if she crunches or folds. Right?
You mean the toilet paper?
Anything,
right.
including the toilet paper, right? Yeah. By the way, that's where I'm going because it's shitty. If we get stuck on does she crunch or fold and how does it make me happy or not, right? I had friends back in the United States. He put the toilet paper this way. She put it this way.
Yeah.
They fought over it. It's like, are you serious?
You mean on the toilet roll holder?
Yeah. It's like we don't even have a toilet roll holder in our house or a cat. Right?
No, we don't.
So it doesn't matter which way it doesn't go, right? But it's like, you guys are putting bad chemicals in each other's body because of what you wipe with. Not even what you wipe with, but the orientation of it. It's like, anybody's orientation out there, I don't care. And they'll say, yeah, I'm oriented this way. I said, are you happy? Yes. I'm happy for you. Anyway, there's like 7 layers to that.
Excuse me.
Well.
Very cool,
I
babe.
It's funny.
It's very funny.
Anyway.
But I do know the right way to do it.
Yeah,
every hotel, exclusive hotel, will have it the right way. It's always got to go out that way.
That's because there's no cats in the exclusive
Okay,
hotels.
all right.
If there's a cat in
Oh,
the
then they
exclusive
just
hotel-
keep-
Yeah, they just... Oh, by the way, this is the real argument. Right? It's like, hello, do you guys have a cat? No, but we used to. So let me get this right. You're putting bad chemicals in each other's body because you don't
used
have a
to have
cat anymore. Do you want one?
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
For your question. And what we want to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bits.
All right.
You go for it, babe.
Be angry, but sin not. Yeah, it really does come down to this whole thing of when you get that Neville's teachings and life. Penny's cats never did that. Cool. Try it the other way. Spin it the other way. Hey, by the way, I could train your cats to do that. Yeah, come here, pussycat. Right? Good fun.
Yeah.
So, but you did. You did. All right.
What?
So Penny wrote it all out.
When
So,
you're a kid, probably.
Yeah, this whole be angry but sin not thing is so vital because this work is not about emotions. Emotions follow, right? Emotions flow. When you try to make emotions cause, it gets really weird. Right? Emotions follow and flow. What leads is you. And I just love this whole little thing, be angry but sin not. Because like, literally, I mean, like, heaven forbid, if I would have been on a one-on-one with somebody while I'm driving, you know, the 2-minute call things, they would have been hearing what they hear, right? But I'm sure they all know me and love me anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm worried about if an upset moves through quickly, and when an upset moves through quickly, that allows you to sin not. When you fester the upset, it festers like Lester. How about you, Victoria?
Mine was remembering how I'm wearing clothes that I wore 14 years ago or something. But it was the dance of that time. I loved that. And, yeah, so it's sort of, yeah, just re-remembering Honeymoon Bay. It was just gorgeous.
So re-remembering brings it in. And you've got a choice on the time frame where you re-remember from. You can, there's always a way to... we got a Remarkalbe call this week, any Remarkalbe kids. And one of the things that'll pop up in there related to what was in the Magic to the Max call is just that. Because you can activate comparison to just feel like shit now. Or you can invite a dance that's on the other side of that chart that allows you to experience the divine dance of your humanity and divinity and their humanity and divinity now. And as much as I love those early memories of us, I treasure these current moments of us just as much. Because it's in these current moments of us that we dance. Yeah, it's in these current moments. And the other bits, that all brought us to here. That's all lovely, and I love it.
We could only be born from that.
It can only be born from that.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I swear to God. So we finally made it into Honeymoon Bay.
Yeah.
Right? And we're potentially having meltdowns on the drive-in. Right? Because I'm telling her 4 inches to the left, 6 inches to the right. And the problem
let me just say one thing. If you didn't see the beginning, listen to the beginning, because we've talked about that. Right? But yeah, because I made him get out of the car because the car was bottoming out.
Now the problem is I'm dyslexic when it comes to lefts and rights.
Yes.
Right? All the time. We'll be going down the road and say, make a right. I mean a left, right? Make the easy turn. Right?
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm dyslexic when it comes to lefts and rights. And that comes from teaching martial arts for years, because I'd do everything backwards. So I'd be the living mirror in front of my students. Right? So I'd be saying, move your left hand this way, and I'm actually
got you
my
doing
right
your
hand,
right. Yeah,
because I'm doing everything exactly backwards. So Victoria is driving her brother's car.
Yes.
Right? It's not a total shitmobile, right? But,
it was
nice.
It was all right.
I'm just having fun with comparison, right?
A lot bigger than my car as well.
So Victoria's driving his big old buggy.
Yes.
And I'm telling her 4 inches to the left. Now she thinks in metrics.
Yeah.
And, her
And then he
left
yells
right-
out, no, not that left, not that left.
The other left. Right, so now she's trying to translate inches into metrics, while she's going lefts and rights. And there's a lot of potential for emotionalism here, right? Be angry but sin not, right? We're going to bottom out the car, probably my fault, right? But we did make it because we sinned not.
Yeah.
Right, and then we get there, and she digs a little hole, and she puts the toilet roll on top, and she goes, "That's the shitter." Right.
I was a little bit worried about, like, because we were there for a few days, like we camped out, and I was thinking, like, a few days in, oh my God, I've got to take that road out again. You're going to be walking a bit of the track.
Absolutely, it was good fun.
But it was cool. It was all fine.
She taught me metrics then.
Yeah, it was all good.
Yeah, I learned the metrics. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Oh, look at all those cool strawberry bits. Nice.
Good one.
Thanks, Penny. All right, Victoria.
Yeah.
Let's tell them what to do, where to go.
That's what I'm asking you for.
Oh, this is great.
Yes.
So for the immediacy, right, dreamdrivenday.com. We are not doing dreamdrivenday.com. We're doing
the Destiny Project.
I love the way it sounds.
Yes.
Right? Join us. There's 4 live calls. They're pretty much consecutive Sundays except for one. And Facebook group, a nice casual pace. And it'll be a lot of fun. So the Destiny Project at dreamdrivenday.com. And the other bit, for the ongoing bit, join Remarkalbe.com. We've got a live call this Sunday. And we just had somebody else sign up yesterday.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know
Excellent.
if they posted yet or not. I'll have to bug them.
Very cool.
But nice amundo.
Okay, you guys. Thank
Have
you.
a lovely day. We're going to go unpack the groceries.
Have a great July 4.
We should probably turn the oven on, too.
I will.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll go and get, So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Check out our Meat Fest later. See ya.